When we talk about brain health and Alzheimer's disease, we're really talking about energy. And at the center of that energy story sits a molecule called NAD+. Think of NAD+ as the brain's metabolic currency. Without it, neurons simply can't convert the food you eat into the energy they need to survive. In Alzheimer's patients, NAD+ levels plummet dramatically, and this creates a dangerous situation where brain cells are essentially starving even when the person is eating normally. Now, here's where diet becomes interesting. We're learning that certain foods can supply the building blocks the brain needs to manufacture NAD+, or they can reduce the metabolic stress that burns through NAD+ too quickly. This isn't about miracle cures or overnight transformations. What we're discussing is whether consistent dietary patterns might help the brain maintain healthier NAD+ levels over months and years, potentially supporting basic neuronal survival and function. The positive angle here is genuinely compelling. Foods rich in vitamin B3, like chicken, turkey, peanuts, and mushrooms, provide direct precursors that the body converts into NAD+ through well-established metabolic pathways. Similarly, protein-rich foods supply tryptophan, another amino acid the body can transform into NAD+. These aren't exotic supplements or expensive interventions. They're everyday foods that have been part of human diets for millennia. But we need to be careful about overselling this concept. The negative reality is that Alzheimer's is an extraordinarily complex disease, and simply eating more NAD+ precursors won't reverse decades of damage. The brain's ability to utilize these precursors depends on intact metabolic machinery, and in advanced Alzheimer's, much of that machinery is severely compromised. We're not looking at a dietary silver bullet here. What's particularly important to understand is that food-based NAD+ support works differently than high-dose supplements. Foods provide modest, steady inputs that the body can regulate naturally. This matters because recent research has raised serious warnings about pushing NAD+ too high artificially. It can potentially promote unwanted cell growth. Food sources naturally limit how much NAD+ precursor you're getting, which actually makes them safer for long-term use. The other consideration is timing. If you're thinking about NAD+ support through diet, you're really thinking about prevention or early intervention, not late-stage treatment. Once neurons have died, no amount of NAD+ will bring them back. But for people in midlife, or those with early cognitive concerns, supporting healthy NAD+ levels through diet might help maintain the energy balance that keeps neurons functional and resilient. We also have to acknowledge what we don't know. Most of the exciting NAD+ research has been done in mice or in cell cultures. Human clinical trials specifically testing NAD+ supporting foods for Alzheimer's prevention are limited. We're making educated extrapolations from basic science, which is valuable but not the same as proven clinical benefit. The bottom line? Supporting brain NAD+ through food is a biologically plausible strategy that aligns with what we know about brain metabolism. It's safe, it's accessible, and it might offer genuine benefit, especially as part of broader healthy aging. But it's not a cure, and anyone dealing with significant cognitive decline should be working with healthcare providers, not relying solely on dietary changes.